Hi everyone, thank you for having me again. This is Shegun Francis of Mirror Homes Investment Limited. Today we'll be talking about very important topic. The six very important documents you need to have when you are considering investing in real estate. But before I continue, I will appeal to you to kindly share my video, like, subscribe into my channel, and drop a comment so as to know how and where to serve you better. Back to our topic. Six very important documents you have when you are considering investing into real estate. But before I dive into those documents, it's important to let you know that there's a regulation, there's a act regulating all the land uses in Nigeria. And it's called the Land Act of 1978. Act of 1978 states that all lands belong to the government. Yes, but before 1978, people had been using land and the individuals had been what's it called, owning land. But now, all the lands in Nigeria belongs to the government. And then that leads me to one very important point again, that government acquire land globally. The process of government owning all the land is called global acquisition. And then aside global acquisition, we have committed acquisition. And the difference is, in global acquisition, government owns the land, but they do not have any special plan for it. Meaning that if you want to, as an individual, if you want to take that place as a resident, provided the particular location is what's it called, zoned for residence, or you want to use that place for a market, or if this traditional community leaders want to use it for a marketplace, and you can apply to the government and they release it back to you, and it's called extension. We will still get to extension. And then the other one is committed acquisition. Committed acquisition is that this land had been acquired by the government and the government has a plan for it. For instance, the plan the government might have for it could be that they have in mind to be, what's it called, use that particular portion of land to build a market. It could be that they want to use it to build primary health center, hospital. It could be that they want to build a school, be it primary school, secondary school, or even tertiary institution. It could be that they want to use that place to set up a airport, just like what is going on now in Lagos, or they want to use it to set up other what's it called, government amenities, other government amenities that enable better standard of living. Now, let's go back to global acquisition. In global acquisition, if you want to have that land back, imagine before 1978, a particular land belongs to my forefathers and the government came to take it over. And then my family said, okay, no, the ownership of this land is to be retained so as to pass on those spaces to we, the grandchildren. What the community people will do is that since the land is still under global acquisition, the my forefathers, the people, my villagers, go back to the government and tell them that, okay, before you guys acquire this land, it belongs to our forefathers, and they will want to take it and so as to pass it on to our great grandchildren. And the government will say, okay, if that be the case, you guys should apply for extension. So when you apply for extension, when you apply for that space, this space originally belongs to me. The government took it and want to have it back. It's called, you apply for extension, and the process of application is called extension in progress. Now, when they apply for what's it called, extension, and all the necessary conditions has been fulfilled, the land is eventually given back to the community. That is when we say that that land is excised. You understand? Excise means that they've applied for the what's it called, for the land, and the application has been granted. And then after some time, when several villages, several families, several communities had applied for extension, it get to a point that the government will now publish this extension in a newspaper, for instance, so or a publicly known government document. When that publication is made, we can now say that this land has been gazetted. Gazette mean that the government has announced publicly that this land that was eventually that I eventually own had been transferred to this family ABCSYZ. Now, so when the land is gazetted, if the family really want to perfect the document and make sure that okay, this land is legitimately ours for the next 99 years, they go ahead to apply for CFO. Now, CFO is a certificate that signifies that the owner of the land, the government give the owner of this land permission to lease that land for a period of 99 years. Yeah, so if you have CFO on a particular land, it means that you are the owner of that land for the next 99 years. And then what will happen after 99 years, we do not know because Nigeria is not up to 99. So our grandchildren we sort that one out. But once you have CFO on that land, you have it for 99 years. And then when we push it further a bit, my family owns a land. The land had been excised, given to me, and I apply for CFO. CFO has been given to me on that land, and then I passed on that land to my children. And it gets to a point that okay, my children says, oh, this land, the land that we inherited from our parents, we cannot manage everything. We need to allow some. We need to sell off some and use it to take care of other family needs. Don't forget that the land has CFO. My children sell that land to their friends or whoever is interested in buying it, and then. But since CFO cannot be given to two individuals, once you have CFO on a land, that CFO is forever. CFO cannot be given to two individuals. So what that means is that if my children sells off the land to any buyer, interested buyer, the act of regularizing that CFO and then changing that document to their own name is called governor consent. So since CFO cannot be given to two people, you can have CFO on a land, buy a land with CFO, then go ahead to regularize that land and have governor consent over that land. And then once you have governor consent over the land, it means that on the document, everything, the buyer has the full right over that land for the next 99 years. And then the next one is land survey. Yeah, the important land survey is, note, land survey is not a land title per se. What land survey does is that it shows that the land in a particular coordinate, in a particular space, belong to a particular person. So when you get out a land in a particular coordinate, whether it is 1 plot, 1 acre, whatever, you get that land in that particular coordinate, you go lodge that land in Ministry of Land. What it means is that whenever someone else go get that coordinate and go to the Ministry of Land to confirm that land, your name will be showing. It means that you are the rightful owner of that space. So you get a coordinate of a particular land space, lodge it, and they give you a register survey. Another name for register survey is called red copy. Now the next one is deed of assignment, which is the last document. Deed of assignment also is not necessarily you cannot necessarily call it a land title, but you can call it a deed of agreement. Somebody passed on a particular land to you, and the land does not have all the aforementioned title, and then you still want to sell it. There's a kind of written agreement, and that written agreement is what we call the deed of agreement. So it's a legal document, and it's a legal document, and it's properly sealed by a lawyer. So in deed of agreement, the deed of agreement also tell you the boundary. And it's very important that the land is surveyed before a deed of assignment is carried out on the land. What that means is that they will just get that coordinate, input it in the deed of assignment that this land in this particular location with this particular coordinate belong to this person, but the person is transferring it to this other person that is selling that property to. Thank you. I've rounded up. Just don't forget to like my video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and drop me a comment on how to serve you better. Thank you.